Welcome to another video.
Family is not whose blood you carry, it's who you love and who loves you back.
Guys, sanbonan again and again. By the way, can I kill a tripod? I'm trying to. Oh yeah, Ikiruta Yona at the same time. Welcome to this video. If you're new here, I am Mma Letsoalo. This content is about authenticity and being in my present moment. If you recently just subscribed and started following this page, welcome on it. I really hope it gives you all that you need. It gives you the comfort and the hope that you're looking for as well, and relatability as well. If you've been here for some time, Sana, thank you for coming over and over and over and over again. Right there, it's pure love. Right there, it's pure love. Having those people balloting when a video is popped out and they run to it, and Kiki, now and again, for me, it's loyal people. Social media in a locality follower jailoring, I call them junk, diduji, and then there's no interaction, there's no communication. So for me, that's a good example. Yeah, junk mails, junk followers. So I'm glad for those that are always here, interacting, doing the Lord's work, viewing, liking, you name them. I appreciate you for your effort. I appreciate you for your love, because really, honestly, what's the point of video if it's not being interacted to? There's no point. Okay, yeah, guys, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this important thing that I'm learning every day as I am still married. And by the way, I will embrace marriage. I will embrace motherhood. I will embrace whatever title I have currently. And this is the importance of understanding what it's important to live in the moment. When you live in the moment, it's hard to go and speak of something that might happen, because there's also, what if that thing won't happen? What if I'll lose all my kids and then suddenly I'm no longer a mother and stuff? So being in the moment, living in the moment, appreciating every moment, whatever that's in that moment at that time, it's very, very important. So I want to speak about this important thing that my own marriage is teaching me every day of my life. Since I've been married, it's been how many years of marriage? Let me say close to 10 years. I'm not sure exactly, but close to 10 years of marriage. Close to 10 years of marriage, I've learned that, guys, I'm outside, so like I don't got the sound jadi koloi and all of those things. Are Kikamona. Kiona itlisitse ngamathomo. Uskena on my yo, I got bullets to my dustbin. I can't go scanner that plastic. Yeah, check a camera. Yo, shame, you had to come back or winchiche emwa. Oh, shame. Mugai. Leave it. But I saw delivery. But why no one office ya Korea or ya macro ke abona ere it's delivered. Nyimbongile kakhulu baba ne. So being kind is important. I've asked security guy to take it for me, this parcel, this tripod that I'm using now. You're nice and yeah. All right. So being kind is important. I want to speak about this while we are on it. Nekesero in the morning kichile, and then ka khopela security or ke khopela parcel e fitlhe. Normally they don't do that. It's rare. ke gopela parcel re fitla o ntshele yona, here's the pin and stuff, and then security guy did. So apparently the gentleman who delivered scanning the barcode on the wrap ya parcel. So we again, Shem, how many hours later? I scanner because go officing system says I didn't deliver. Oh, bageti. Shem. So yes, like I was saying, gore lenyalo laka on its own linrutile gore at times it's not gore marriage in ale mathata. It's not gore bothata bo abu solvere. It's not gore can need something. It's like it's leading us to divorce. I've realized there's so many obstacles, so many challenges we come across in my marriage. Guys, I'm speaking about me here. I am not quoting this. There are everybody. I'm talking about me. This is what I've learned in my marriage that I am still learning. Divorce is prematurely, simply because the inability to solve. Did you get that? The inability to solve the problem. Oftentimes, we go back and forth, and later on when we check this, we have been talking about this thing and busy got tag of the focus now it's about who's right instead of what is the problem and getting the solution and having to find out problem getting what's the solution. It's hard to move on. Every day it's a fight, or even every day it's a reminder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. When on delay so. It's because we did not get to the bottom of the solution. What was the cause? What needs to be done? I don't know if this is my marriage, or it's something that you guys also face and I don't know, but let's talk about it in the comment section below. I'm here I've learned in my own marriage that some issues some issues solve. We don't know how to solve it all. We don't know. That's why you'll find some marriages, yes, there are deal breakers and stuff. Some marriages you find out, the wife cheated or even the husband cheated, but these people are still together. And there's no recovery after I honestly believe if we do have the skill to solve, and solving from the upper part, solving, going deep into the cause. What was the problem? What really happens? What needs to be done? What can I do? How can I assist you maybe from this addiction you are facing right now? Like, solving also include the part where I understand and I know what at this point you are at your lowest, and now I need to up my game because I am the one who has more energy and my spouse is not having energy at all. How do I hold him and say, Ari, let's push, we're getting there, let's push. The inability to solve leads to divorce prematurely. The inability to solve leads to tug of war in marriage. The inability to solve leads to back and forth conversation that never ends. What is your problem solving skill? This thing back in the days, I get about the interview now, did you? Back in the days, they'll ask you, and about the scenario, the problem, when there's a problem. Come on, give it. When there's a problem, like or apply for the interview, now when they'll ask you your problem solving skill. Or even at times, what was the scenario, the situation that required you to solve a problem? I used to get that quite a lot. I could really earlier the interview. I used to get that quite a lot. Or how do you solve a problem? How do you solve a challenging situation? Then and then. Or are you going to be problem on top of the problem that we're having? Same applies into our marriage. We're going into this space where there is challenges. We acknowledge, we accept. That's why we even say until through thick and thin, for better and for worse. God has never said let me not put when you said to your spouse the day living on an altar, urile for better and for worse. Better days are there. We're too quick to move away from them because they're nice, and once worse days start to come, we dwell so much on them, and we dwell on them without solution, and we must have an urgent emergency solution. I believe there must be that in marriage. Emergency solution that it does not take us 3 to 4 days that problem, because it's going to be more painful than it is if it was solved in a day or in that moment. Can you pull an emergency problem solving skill? I don't know. It's my marriage that taught me, guys. Or the issue lies a lot in how the problem is solved. The issue, more problem is when you solve your own. And this applies both from men and women. If I have a good problem skill, or I work on my problem solving skill, and my husband do the same on his side, he works on problem solving skill, it doesn't mean the worst is not there. The worst is there. What happens when the worst is there? Am I turning myself against him? Is he gonna turn himself against me? Is it gonna be about who's right, who's wrong? Is it gonna be about I told you? Is it gonna be about why did you do that? Is it gonna be about blames? No. You're making it worse. You're making the situation worse than it is. Just for context, maybe your partner did something. No man, don't do this, babe. Don't think of that route. Then man, let me try it. Then the house is burning. Is that the right moment for you to say, I told you so? Is that a right moment of you saying, Nyuk Jalil, what way? I honestly, personally, don't think it's a skill to solve. That for me, it's not a skill to solve, because first thing first, it's not the right moment to talk about that. We need an emergency solution. There must be an emergency solution. What is the emergency solution in this case? Call call the firefighters. It's pointless to see the house burning and then now you start telling your spouse, I told you. No. Leave that aside. Emergency solution. Get that. My marriage has taught me that, guys, and it's still teaching me. Or a problem is solving in marriages. Problem ya solver. Problem I solve it's because we're not willing to solve it. Like it's me, I'm saying I'm putting an end here. I can't solve it any further. I'm done here. Not that I solve it. That's a lie. There is no problem is solving. Or it's either you have reached your deal breaker, like that person who reached the deal breaker in you, where you said, if my partner would ever do this to me, I will stop, I will end the marriage, this is a deal breaker. Then you've got to that point. But if you want to solve that, you will solve it and you will move on. And if you will have abantu bazotini syndrome, what people will say, what people will think, Sana, you're not gonna be a good problem solver. Abantu bazotini, you will not be a good problem. You will not solve in your marriage. You will quickly divorce. You will quickly divorce because you will have so much pressure of what people will think. What people will think if I cheat. What people will think if my husband or my husband cheated now, or whatever in the community. I'm leaving this marriage. And if you've got that mentality, you're not gonna solve. You will leave your marriage prematurely. prematurely. So having a problem skill for me is a huge requirement for marriage. Or maybe what do you think? What's your problem solving skill? Le solve the problem before le sign ko home first. What's your problem solving skill? Are you able to do all this? Hey, no, I believe marriage should not change anybody. Marriage shouldn't change. Marriage must change you. Marriage must change you to be a better person and to be a selfless person. Why am I saying this? I personally believe, or when I was praying, or when a woman should pray. Am I putting it right? Sohoa, come back, please. When a woman is praying for a partner, the prayer point must be like, Mudim, help me, equip me for the husband you want me to help. That's the prayer. Not over, hey, you're making it about yourself. It's not about you. So when you know what your assignment as a wife, it's meant to help. You will know what you're waiting for someone who's broken. Who does not have the abilities, not even someone who's broken, who does not have the abilities, and they're coming to you to source. They're coming to you to get the help. That's how it's meant to be for a woman. And same applies to a man. Same applies to a man. When it comes to a man, when they pray, must be, please equip me for the woman you want me to build. Men are builders. I'm shocked these days they come and say, what are you bringing to the table? No, that woman is the table that you need to build. Men must build. Both these people are praying a prayer of helping each other. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's a teamwork. If I find a husband that prayed for me to build me, and I also, he also found the wife he prayed, and stuff, it's a 50-50 thing. Like it's a balance. We all prayed to give, because love is about giving. Love is selfless. And greedy, and you are all that's not love. Love is selfless. Love is selfless. So if we get into marriage, in marriage with right mentality, all things will go well. All things will go well, because Raikana, like I said earlier, for better and for worse. For better and for worse. What happened when the worst come? We can't pull up emergency stuff. We can't. We are fast to blame. Work on your problem-solving skill. Maybe it might help. I'm just talking from my own experience and in my own marriage. And then now I always share some information that I feel, man, I've learned here, now I'm understanding this better. Let me pluck my ladies and my gentlemen. Let's pluck one another, because Maya Angelou said it, when you learn, teach, when you get, give. It has always been like that. Check out your problem-solving skill, both for you and your spouse. Check out how you're solving that problem. Check out indeed, is this the problem, or it's us that don't know how to solve it. Like those that do well in maths, they will tell you, if you don't know how to solve the problem, if you don't know how to solve the X, you'll never like maths. Exactly. If you don't know how to solve problems, you will never last in marriage. You will never last in marriage. So if your wish it's one day to get married, or you are in marriage already, please check out on your problem solving. How do I solve problem? Do I take it personal when there's an obstacle? Do I take things personal when there's a problem, but I take things as a teamwork when there's the better days? When we are in our better moment, do I behave like it's a teamwork thingy, which is automatically most of us we do. But when it comes to the worst, we move back. We start to point fingers. You're not supposed to point fingers in your marriage, because you are oneness. Whole point a finger so to your spouse, you're pointing it to yourself, because we can worry. From today moving forward, we are together. We are one. That's exactly what you did. So do introspection in terms of how you're solving your problems at home. Very crucial for blended family. Very, very crucial. Check out on how you're doing it. And it's about selfish. Love is selfless. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. I'm learning every day. Also, tell me what you're learning about your marriage currently, or what you learned about your marriage, your previous marriage, or your ex-marriage. I don't know, whatever the case might be. Share what you have learned, and that might help someone out there. Or, oh, okay, maybe I can take this route. And also, I will emphasize, what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me, but also you might find what works for me can still work for you. So be mindful when you do take the advices, and be mindful when you do test some stuff into your marriage. Don't be just blindfolded. That's not always the case, like I always say. But we're always learning. Be open-minded to learning. We're learning every day. And if you're not ready for learning, Sana, you will have a lot of problems. So we're learning every day. I hope what I've learned in my marriage will bring light into yours, and will bring light into your mind in terms of how you look at your problem, how you look at your problems in your marriage, how you approach the solving in your marriage. I really hope that what I've seen, what I'm still learning in my own marriage, might work for you. See you on the next video. Ciao.